Hello again and welcome back to The Front Row, a minor production of the First Congregational Church in South Pekin, where our intent is to bring snippets from our Sunday morning message into your week. Today we are in our second week of a sermon series called The Disciplined Life, and we are going to be talking about meditation, the first of 13 disciplines that are outlined in a book by Richard J. Foster called Celebration of Discipline. So we're unpacking the first one this week. That is meditation. But before we go there, I want to start with outlining an analogy. Many of us, most of us, if not all of us, have had experience with computers. And computers are great, but sometimes they don't work very well. They slow down, they get bogged down, they have little spinny things, and they aren't as fast as we would like them to be. And when that happens, there is one universal trick or hack or response that any tech support person will tell you you must do first. We've all learned it by now, pretty much. Turn it off and turn it on again. The old shutdown or restart, the reboot, whatever you want to call it. But we need to actually shut it down and allow it to reset itself and then bring it back to life. And why is that? Why does that work? Why is it so important for us to do that once in a while? Well, our computers are made up of hardware and software. Hardware are the physical things, the components, and software tells those physical components how to work and what they need to do. And when we run them at a steady pace, we open up all these programs and we have all these tabs open on our internet browser. In a sense, the computer crosses wires, gets confused, gets all mucked up, and it needs the shutdown and reboot process to clean all that up, to get back into more of its proper working order, if you will. And we can go now without shutting our computers down or our phones or whatever for a long time. So occasionally shutting it down, restarting it gets that cleaned up to a point. But there's a problem with that if we don't also do a couple more things. That does a pretty good job. But if all we do is open those same programs back up and open the internet browser with the same 12 tabs, which the computer is smart enough to remember that stuff, and then we can start back up right where we left off, and it doesn't take very long for the computer to get all confused and messed up again. So we got to shut it down and restart it. There are two things that we can add to that process that are highly beneficial. One is to clear some memory, to free up space, to get rid of some unwanted, unnecessary files. And the more free space that our computer has to work with, the faster it can work. The second thing that we can do is we can bring up a single program and process just that program. Just do the one thing. Instead of the multitasking of doing multiple programs at one time, which are occupying some of the computer's bandwidth and capabilities, if we just did one thing with freed up memory space and we shut down and reboot on a regular basis, our computers will serve us very, very well. I wonder how that might apply. Tune in tomorrow for our next episode of The Front Row. Blessings to you. Have a fantastic rest of your day.